Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Kristen and today I'm sharing 10 brand new fall DIYs using the wood items from Dollar Tree. So let's get going. Today's video is sponsored by Skillshare, and you guys, if you haven't heard of Skillshare, they're an online learning community where millions come together to take inspiring classes that include ones such as crafts, film, video, music, graphic design are just some of them. Skillshare has classes to fit your schedule and skill level. Most classes are under 60 minutes with short lessons to fit anybody's schedule. I love that there is no commercials or no ads, so you can get straight into the class. That is it. It's one of my favorite things about it. Skillshare is for anyone, beginners, pros, lifelong learners, creative and curious people. D. Hogue is actually one of my favorites I like watching right now. He does lettering for self-expression. He has an amazing Instagram page. I will link down below as well so you guys can check him out. And also the first 1,000 of my subscribers to click the link in the description box will get 1 month free trial of Skillshare so you can start exploring your creativity. First DIY, I'll be using 3 of these wooden cubes from Dollar Tree and this milk paint. This was from Michael's, and I'm just going to be painting all 3 of them this teal color. I was going to use the gray, but I end up using that later on, so good thing I showed you either way. I'm using this espresso brown color to just do some dry brushing on these cubes because we're going to be making some cute little pumpkins with these. I think honestly you can make a pumpkin out of anything. I really love using wood, everything and anything when it comes to Dollar Tree. They just have such a great variety. These little wood stems came from Dollar Tree last year or the year before. I feel like they always have them around Christmas time, but I just put 3 of those on top to make little stems, and then some boxwood greenery from Walmart just to add some greenery to the top of these. And I just kind of pulled apart them and kind of just put, I think, 2 to 3 pieces on each of them. Nothing, too hard. Just use some good old-fashioned hot glue. And these cute little stickers from Dollar Tree, I just put right on the centers of these. I love this leopard print. It's really not my style, but I feel like it kind of is at the same time, just of how cute it is. Yeah, 3 different color pumpkins. That is actually all I did for this DIY. Next DIY, I'll be using 2 of these wooden trays, and then I'm just going to paint one of them with the Waverly chalk paint in moss, and then the next one I'm going to be using that milk paint. The milk paint I know people use more for like chippy furniture or whatnot, but I picked it up I think for under $1 or just over $1 at Michael's a long time ago, and I think it works just as good as any other type of paint. It does kind of have a gross smell to it, but it always turns out super cute. These rub-on transfers are from Dollar Tree, and I absolutely love using rub-on transfers. This one is technically for spring, but I think the colors of it just kind of give me fall vibes more than spring, although it does say spring at the top. I did kind of cut a little bit of it off, but I just think this is so cute. I love the bike and the flowers and the mason jar, the butterflies, all of the colors I think just look super cute right on top of this wooden tray. I think this rub-on transfer has to be one of my favorites. I love the vintage everything that is on here, from the buttons to the bingo to the numbers. Just everything is so cute on this. I did cut a lot of this off just because my tray was not large enough for this rub-on transfer, so it kind of disappointed me once I kind of used it. I was like, man, I really wish that I wouldn't have used it, but anyways, I think this turned out super cute regardless. Like, you can't even tell that this is a tray and just a rub-on transfer. This cost $2, you guys, from Dollar Tree. This one actually gave me a ton of issues, but I think because I was using so many of these transfers at once. And then I ended up just kind of peeling off the tops, and this is what they look like when they are all done. this one, I'll be using 2 of these Harvest Wishes signs, and I'm just using this Tilled Soil, Moss, and Elephant chalk paint. And I'm going to be painting the pumpkins with the moss colored Waverly chalk paint along with the elephant. And then I'm going to be painting the sides of those 2 Harvest Wishes signs later on. This only took 1 coat for each of these. These pumpkins came from Dollar Tree. And although I liked the way they looked when they were wood, the white in the center just did not look right. It was really off. It kind of looked messy. So I knew eventually I was going to paint these, and I was going to actually stick them in my 2-tier tray or 3-tier tray. But I came up with a different fun idea. So once these were painted, I ended up gluing the Harvest Wishes pieces together and then painting the sides with the Tilled Soil. I did paint the tops with Waverly chalk paint in white. This took like 2 or 3 coats. That was not fun to do. I would recommend maybe using like scrapbook paper or something like that. I think that would just be way easier to use in the long run than painting. Or you can paint. I mean, like I said, I didn't have scrapbook paper, so I decided just to paint these. Used a little bit of hot glue, glued them together, like I said, and painted the edges. I did not plan on painting the edges, but I got white paint all over them. So, you know, when push comes to shove, you gotta paint. And I just glued the 3 pumpkins right to the top of this just to make a fun little stand. And then I just added some greenery to kind of cover the holes and make it look more like a pumpkin patch. I did end up putting some letters on the side with some stickers. It says pumpkins for sale. I really didn't like that. I kind of dry brush over the top, and I think I'm just going to eventually take these off or just turn this sign around. Let me know what you guys think. Should I just take those stickers off? Because the more I'm looking at this, I definitely think I should. For this, use a Dollar Tree sign, and I just turned it over, painted it with the Waverly chalk paint in moss, of course, because I was trying to go for like a theme here, just a little bit, not too much, but you know, you kind of want some sort of like color theme or color theme, you know. Using one of these wooden pumpkins, I'm just painting this entire thing Waverly chalk paint in white. No, you know, nothing too big here, you know, just keeping it pretty simple. And then I just end up dry brushing it with a little bit of this Tilled Soil. I had all these colors out. I had the paint brushes out. I didn't wash them out yet, so I figured I might as well just use what paint is left on this paintbrush. And I just used some hot glue and glued the pumpkin to the front of this sign. And then I just added the bow back. I know so many people have so many issues with the bows that these Dollar Tree pumpkins come with, but I actually like them. I think they're just really simple. And then this Harvest Galvanized sign, this is also from Dollar Tree, and I think they've had these last few years, so we all know that they're from the Dollar Tree. Glue that to the center, and then I had some painter sticks. Just measure them out to the size of the sign, and then I cut them down, and then I just used that Tilled Soil paint once again to paint these, and then glued them to the top and the bottom of the sign. You'll just need this chalkboard wooden sign. This is also from Dollar Tree. I'm just using the same turquoise, green, I'm not sure exactly what color this is. I will let you guys know if you really care. I don't think they sell this one anymore though, but I've used it in like many videos. I just don't know the name off the top of my head. But I just painted around the edges, added a sticker, and that is all for this one. Another super easy one is use this small little wooden plaque from Dollar Tree. Paint this with this moss Waverly chalk paint. I don't know what I was going to call it for a second, but it was not going to be moss. Then I just dry brush the edges with the Waverly chalk paint in white. You can use white acrylic paint. It really doesn't matter. I just use whatever I have on hand, and it's mostly Waverly chalk paint. Then I just added a sticker to the center, and this is with all the stickers I've been using. And then I just have these little Farmhouse stickers from Dollar Tree as well. I think these are so cute. I have a couple packs of them, so I plan on using them all the time for all seasons, and you guys know I love my Farmhouse decor. So I just added a couple pieces of, I think this is eucalyptus, and that's it for this one. And you can stick this in a tray. How cute is this? Another easy one is using another wooden plaque, and I want to say this was from Dollar Tree. I could 100% be wrong, but I'm like 90% positive it was. Then I just found a free printable on Pinterest. It says "You pick farm fresh apples." I thought this was really cute, and then once I put the free printable on, I just dry brushed the edges with white chalk paint, and that is all I did with this. But I think this is such a cute little piece to put on a shelf. May be cheating when it comes to the wood decor, but this little circle came from Walmart. They are under $2 for like 6 of them, but I know you can find very similar items like this at Dollar Tree, so that's why I threw this in a Dollar Tree video. A $1 bucket. I picked this up at a garage sale, and I glued a little circle piece on. I used the tilled soil paint along with dry brushing in the Waverly chalk paint in white, and then apples 25 cents with the sticker packet from Dollar Tree. And then I just added some apples into this. I picked these apples up off Amazon, and they were pretty inexpensive, but I think they are so cute, and you could do so many different DIYs with this. I threw some garbage in the bottom because I did not have enough apples to fill this entire thing, but these are so stinking cute, and I will link the apples for you in the description box if you guys want to check those out or you want them for your decor as well. For this DIY, I'll be using these wood planks. These are from Dollar Tree as well, and I'm just letting you guys know they're from Dollar Tree because you never know. I mean, I did sneak a Walmart little wood circle in there, so you just never know. I'm just painting 5 out of 6 of these with the moss colored once again, and then I'm just going to be gluing them together to make a cute little planter box. I made one of these around Christmas time. I'm sure many people have made these, but these are just so fun to make, and they're so cute. And you know, when you want some florals or some greenery or cotton stems or whatever you decorate with, sometimes you just want a cute little box to put them in. I did just use some hot glue and put all this together, and then I just ended up adding some Dollar Tree stickers. I always feel like if I'm going to be using the Dollar Tree stickers, I want to use the whole package, because if I just use 1 or 2 of them, I probably will never use those stickers ever again. Just to stress a little bit, this is the Espresso Brown by Arteza. You could use any kind of brown, but I just kind of wanted to soften everything up. This box was not perfect by all means. I don't know what it takes to get this straight. I usually just cover it with scrapbook paper, but I just added some stickers on it and then used the prettier side to have as my front. And I just added some lamb's ear, some cotton stems from Dollar Tree, along with some pumpkin picks from Dollar Tree as well. The lamb's ear is from Walmart, and they have it in the 98-cent stems, once again, or 97 cents. But I love those white pumpkins, and I think this is such like a modern farmhouse type look. It's just so stinking cute. The last DIY, I'll be using one of these wooden frames from Dollar Tree, adding some buffalo check scrapbook paper along with this little garden sign from Dollar Tree. I love this tractor. You could actually use this all year long. It does not have to just be for fall. It can be for any time of year. And I just glued the tractor to the sign, and that is it for this one. Yeah, that is it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, please make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you are new to my channel, I would love you consider sticking around and subscribing. Also, don't forget to check out Skillshare. Like I said, the first 1,000 of my subscribers to click the link in my description box will get 1 month free trial of Skillshare, so you can start exploring your creativity. But that is it all. I will see you in the next one. Bye!